Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were already in the UK at the time of the late Queen's death, but the call from the King to his younger son was nearly missed after Harry almost didn't answer. In his forthcoming book Endgame, author Omid Scobie has claimed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were blindsided over travel arrangements to see the late Queen Elizabeth II in her final hours. In the book, he claimed that the pair had no idea that the royal family were preparing for the late Queen's final hours. An extract from his upcoming book, which has been shared with People magazine, reads, "The Sussexes had no idea that Buckingham Palace was already planning for the Queen's final hours and the first days of the monarchy's new era, until the Duke's phone started ringing. An unknown number. He usually ignored those. After receiving a call from an unknown number, which Harry usually ignored, Meghan encouraged her husband to answer it." Meghan and Harry's trip to the UK and Europe was already pre-planned, with the couple solely prepared to focus on working commitments. The couple's trip was then extended following the death of Harry's late grandmother and longest-serving British monarch. The call, which Harry then picked up after encouragement from his wife, was from King Charles. Mr. Scobie writes, "Charles told him he and Camilla were about to leave Dumfries House for Balmoral, where Princess Anne was already by the Queen's side." He added, he told Harry to make his way to Scotland immediately. William, whom Charles had just spoken to, was supposedly working on arranging travel. Prince Harry was reportedly then left blindsided after Prince William failed to include him in his travel plans. Mr. Scobie writes, Harry sent a text message to his brother asking how he and Kate planned to get to Scotland and whether they could travel together, but apparently received no response. Meghan and Harry, wanting to be with his late grandmother in her final hours, then had to operate in the dark and arrange their own travel to Balmoral. Become an Express Premium member. Support fearless journalism. Read the Daily Express online. Advert free. Get super fast page loading. Start 30-day free trial. Unfortunately, when Harry landed in Scotland, the late Queen had already passed away. Mr. Scobie writes, when William and the others landed at 3:50 p.m. to discover the news that the Queen had passed away at 3:10 p.m., Harry still had no idea what was going on when his own plane finally took off at 5:35 p.m., and, as his phone service cut out after takeoff, he remained in the dark for the duration of his 70-minute flight. Harry has previously claimed that he found out about his late grandmother's death through an article on the BBC's website. Other sources have claimed that he did find out the news prior to it be broadcast to the world at 6:30 p.m. that evening.